Hello, I'm Marvin Oxenham,
And I'm Paul Sanders.
and we're here to talk to you about accreditation standards in theological education.
I'm sure you're very excited about accreditation standards.
Yeah, well, we are. So we've been spending a couple of days together talking about the so-called Rome Roadmap.
Which we developed here in Rome.
Yeah, it was the outcome of a meeting, of a consultation held by the different ISET members, and we got together and we brainstormed, and the main idea was to try to establish common accreditation standards that could be used in our global network.
And such standards would allow students to study in different places much more easily with common requirements for recognition between schools.
Yeah, it gives basically a basic set of benchmarks. And actually, we'd started out with the word benchmark to talk about the document we're creating. We actually ended up moving away from the word benchmark to the word Rome Roadmap. The main reason being because Paul liked the two R's.
Yes.
But the real reason is what?
I love alliteration, that's for sure. But it is a roadmap. It is a way forward. It's an itinerary of growth.
Yes, so welcome to this set of videos that introduces the roadmap. We've got 12 roadmap standards to talk you through. Each one will have just a brief 2-minute video, and we'll be talking about it informally, and then of course you can read the formal document, which you will find in the appropriate places. Again, just to say that this is a roadmap, so the document is still being developed. It's an ongoing dynamic process. Several stakeholders will be involved. But Paul and I are really glad to introduce these standards to you in their beginning phases.
Absolutely.
Just a few words about the structure of the Rome Roadmap. So first of all, we've seen it was really useful to divide the roadmap into two main areas. The first is institutional standards that have to do with the accreditation of the institution and dealing with the number of issues, and we have 6 standards under the institutional. And the second area
is the area of program, curriculum, faculty, the teaching and learning that goes on in an institution.
And we thought this is a really useful division. It's often used in higher accreditation, quality assurance. It's useful for schools, it's useful for accreditors, because once a school has institutional accreditation, then it can add on further programs and only work on the program accreditation side once the institutional components are in place. So then within each standard, we also structured each standard in a certain way. And Paul, you want to just tell us what the structure of that looked like?
Just a very brief, terse statement on what the structure, what the principle is, which principle is involved. And then afterward, we add an explanation of that principle, along with some examples of evidence that show that the school is following that particular principle.
Yeah, so we hope the structure is user-friendly, and that both you as accreditors and eventually schools also that will be reading and using the Rome Roadmap will find the structural useful in your quality assurance work.
And you know that all roads lead to
Rome.